It was one of those nights when the moon was so bright a man had trouble getting to sleep. Besides, I'd had a vague feeling the last hour or so that I wasn't the only one camping in the draw. Scar was acting rather spooky, just to let me know I wasn't overly happy about things. If there was someone there, he was managing to keep out of sight. Well, he could come out or he could stay put. Either way, I'd be ready, and I wasn't going to lose any sleep about it. I could see something now. A shadow.
Looking for something, mister? All right, hold it. I'll put a hole in your leg. Get over here by the fire so I can take a look at you. Well, you're just a boy. Aren't you kind of young to be roaming around the country this time of night?
I ain't so young.
14, 15?
I'm only 13.
Oh, you're big for your age. What are you doing here?
Got as much right to be here as anyone else.
You haven't got as much right to be stealing my grub.
I didn't steal any.
That's what you were fixing to do, wasn't it? Of course, if you're hungry, you'd be welcome to some of these beans. That is, if you like beans.
Yes, sir. I mean, I sure like beans.
What's your name?
Rink?
You run away from home, Rink?
What makes you say that?
Well, you're 20 miles from the nearest settlement, and you're not out here just taking yourself a walk.
I ain't going back to Crescent Hill.
Crescent Hill, that your home?
Yes, sir. I ain't going back, that's all.
Eat your beans. Your pa give you a whipping?
Pa wouldn't hurt me. He's the finest man I ever lived.
Sure, all paws are.
Just because you gave me some old beans don't mean you can talk about
All right, calm down, calm down. Old enough to drink coffee?
Told you I was 13, didn't I?
That's right, you did. Funny the way I keep forgetting it.
I'm headed for Petersville to find Pa. He said when I was old enough, I could join up with him. Well, I'm old enough now, ain't I?
Well, looks like you are. How come you haven't been with him all along?
He moves around a lot. I've been living with Aunt Aggie and Uncle Ray ever since Ma died. But that ain't the same as being with your own Pa.
No, guess it isn't.
That's why I'm going to Petersville. Aunt Aggie got a letter from there last Monday. I heard her and Uncle Ray talking. But when they saw me listening, they shut up. They don't tell me nothing about Pa. So I'm gonna find out for myself.
Well, since I'm headed for Petersville, too, I can't see any reason why we shouldn't travel together, can you?
No, sir.
And if we're going to be traveling companions, guess we ought to know one another. I'm Vint Bonner.
Vint Bonner?
That's right, son.
Mr. Bonner, if I'd have known who you was, I mean, I didn't mean to talk...
Don't worry about it, son.
Mr. Bonner, I wonder what I mean is, I've heard folks talk about that six-shooter of yours ever since I was a kid. Oh.
Sure, as long as you don't fire.
Ain't near as heavy as it looks.
You can handle a gun real well.
My pa taught me.
Well, we got a long ride ahead of us. If we're going to get any sleep, we better get to bed. You kicking your sleep, boy?
No, sir.
Good. Here we are.
What's the matter, boy?
Mr. Bonner, I ain't never been in a hotel before.
That's always the first time, Rink. Come on.
Morning.
Morning.
You got a room?
Yep.
Room for two, still $50.
Yeah?
Oh, here you are. Which room is it?
Number 5 is empty. Is it 6? No, it's 5.
Much obliged.
Is this a tree or a weed, Mr. Bonner?
Well, that's a tree, a genuine palm tree, clear from California.
California? I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Let's go see our room. What's the matter? Don't you like it?
Like it? It's elegant.
Well, good. Make yourself comfortable. Lie down if you want. I gotta go out for a little while.
Where you go, Mr. Bonner?
I gotta go pay the sheriff a little visit.
Sheriff?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just don't like sheriffs, that's all.
Well, don't tell me they've been giving you trouble lately.
No. Just don't like 'em.
Well, I suppose there's good and bad sheriffs like everything else. But if your paw's in Petersville, then Sheriff Jay's most likely to know where to find him. So...
Help! They shot Mr. Stanton!
Come on, Jeff. We got everything we want. Let's get out of here.
Help!
Rink, you stay here.
Back here!
Just take it easy, Brownie. You're going to be all right now. Let's get him inside. Reeves, put him in my office. Now, real easy now, because he's hurt. Charlie, run up and get Doc Perkins down here right away. Tom, get my horse and bring it back over here. I'm going to need 6 of you men for a posse. Get your horses and get back here right away. The rest of you, get off the street. Joe, get over to the bank and see what you can do and stand guard there. Howdy, Sheriff. Hello, Vint. Good to see you, as usual. How's Brownie? Oh, he's just winged. He'll be all right. We'll talk later. All right.
Pa?
All right, let's go.
Sheriff couldn't help it, boy. He had a job to do.
Killing my pa. You call that doing a job?
Rink, you're gonna have to try to understand. Your pa and those men, they were breaking the law. They were robbing a bank.
Nobody would ever let me see him. Why wouldn't they let me see him, Mr. Bonnet? He was my father. Why couldn't I ever see him?
You're a man now, Rink. You're gonna have to learn to act like one.
The sheriff killed my father. He shot him out in the street, and that makes him a murderer.
Now, Rink.
A dirty, rotten murderer! It makes him a murderer! A murderer!
Rink, stop it. I'm sorry I had to hit you, Rink.
Why should you be? You're his friend, ain't you? He killed my father, and you're his friend.
Rink.
I'm sorry about that Larkin boy.
I was just going out looking for him.
Just wish it hadn't happened that way.
You couldn't help what happened out there any more than I could. What about the rest of the gang that took the bank?
Turned dark on us. We lost their trail. We'll pick it up again at daybreak. You, explain things to the boy?
I tried. I'm afraid I didn't do very good. He took off a while back.
Well, do you know where he went?
No.
Vint, that Larkin is a confirmed outlaw. Price on his head, notches in his gun. I couldn't help what happened out there. I got a job to do.
I know you got a job to do, Sheriff. How'd I explain that to his son?
I don't know. Maybe when he gets a little older, he'll understand.
Trouble is, things don't wait for a person to reach the understanding age. They happen. Whether he's ready or not. I had a hunch where I'd find him. It was a hill out at the south end of town where they buried men like Jeff Larkin. Men who lived and died by the gun. You want some supper, Rink?
I'm not hungry.
How about coming back to town with me?
I'm staying here.
You can't stay here all night.
I'll stay here as long as I want. You're on that sheriff's side. You believe he was right to kill my pa.
People don't have sides, Rink. Not in a thing like this.
I do. I'm on my pa's side. I don't care what they say. He was a good man.
Maybe with you, your father was different than with other folks. Maybe with you, he was good.
I'm gonna make it up to him. I'm gonna get even with that sheriff.
Here,
Will you let me alone? Just stop John and let me be.
All right. If you change your mind, I'll be at the hotel. I didn't get much sleep. I kept expecting Rink to come back. Thought he'd change his mind after a couple of hours. But here it was daylight, and there hadn't been a sign of him. Rink!
Hey, Vince. Sheriff Jay.
Oh. Come on in, Sheriff.
Boy's not with you.
No. I haven't seen him since last night out by his father's grave. Why? Something the matter?
Thompson's store was broken into last night. No money stolen, but there's a revolver and some bullets missing.
Oh.
I found some boot prints outside the back window. Not quite man-sized boot prints. They left a real clear trail. Too clear. Almost as if who left it intentional.
You think it was a Larkin kid, huh?
Yep.
Could be.
Tell me something. What's he doing stealing a gun and leaving the trail like that?
Maybe like you said, Sheriff. Maybe it was intentional.
That'd be foolish. Unless... Don't tell me he's got some fool notion about revenging his father.
He did say something about getting even.
Then he wants me to follow it. That way you'll get a chance to kill me, is that it?
That could be about it.
Ed, Jeff Larkin ain't the first man I killed, and he's deserved it more than most. But killing him didn't solve nothing. It just turned his boy bad.
What are you gonna do about it?
What do you expect me to do? Go out there in the hills and shoot it out with a 13-year-old boy? I got one at home the same age. If that Larkin kid was standing right there in the door covering me, I couldn't shoot him. I just wouldn't be able to shoot.
You'd shoot. Nothing else you could do. Which way'd the trail lead?
Black Canyon.
This the place they call Black Canyon?
Yeah. Don't know why either. The rocks here are the same color as anywhere else.
Names are funny things. I came through a town in Arizona once called Big Lake. Wasn't any water for miles around, not even a creek. It seems like the first settler came through there said what they needed was a big lake. So wouldn't you know, that's what they named it? Let's move on a little further.
Don't move or you're dead. All right, now reach slowly for your guns and throw them on the ground. You first. Now you. That's right. Now take it real easy, Sheriff, and climb out of your saddle. Real easy, Sheriff, so I don't have to use this thing. That's the way to do it, Sheriff. Now you do the same. That's good. Now, both of you take a couple of steps away from your horses. Who are you, mister?
Name's Bonner. Vint Bonner.
Vint Bonner. Yeah, you're supposed to be pretty handy with a six-shooter. Too bad you won't get a chance to prove it.
Thought we winged one of you back at the bank.
That's right, you did.
What happened to him?
He's dead, just like Larkin.
How did you know Larkin was dead?
I don't know, I shot him.
You shot him. Have you seen anything of his kid?
Whose kid?
Larkin's kid, boy about 13.
I didn't know he had a kid.
We think he's out gunning for the sheriff here.
Sure takes after his old man, don't he?
How do you mean?
That was Larkin's trouble, that's why I got rid of him. He liked the gun too much.
I know what you mean. Not much you can do with them after they get that way, is there?
Ah, what's the difference? He'd have been killed sooner or later anyway. All I did was help it along.
You did that all right.
Me, I'm different. I don't enjoy killing the way Larkin did.
We sure are glad to hear that.
Of course, there are times when a man don't have much choice. Like now, maybe. My friend and I need fresh horses to break out of these hills.
Traeger? I got a posse out scouring these hills.
Only one way I know of getting horses and making sure you boys stay put. So, I guess I don't have much choice. No more than I had with Larkin.
Hello, Mr. Browning. Sheriff.
Hello, Rink.
You been up there behind that rock all this time?
You seen me there, didn't you, Mr. Bonner? You knew I was behind that rock. That's why you kept him talking about my pa.
I saw something. I was sure hoping it'd be you, Rink.
I'm glad I heard what he said, Mr. Bonner. Otherwise, I would have never known the truth about my pa.
I'll take this.
I'm awful sorry, Mr. Bonner. I'm sorry, Sheriff.
That's all right, son. We're mighty beholden to you. Get down over there where I can keep an eye on.
You handle the gun real good.
My pa taught me. I still can't believe he was that kind of man. He was always so good to me.
Well, maybe someday we'll understand that better. You ready to go home?
You two go on. I'll take care of things here.
Well, there's still a little matter of the hardware store, isn't there, Sheriff?
Well, I can take care of that. Place the boy in your custody.
Rink, about this custody business, it's not permanent, you know. Only till they get you back to your Aunt Aggie's. Maybe you'll get along better with her from now on, huh?
Yes, sir.